Just feeling it in the inside of your leg and in the hip joint, okay? Okay, once you're comfortable with that, slide your hands down your legs and get full flexion into the hips. Okay, right down. Head to the floor. Yeah, maybe.
Whose head and whose floor?
So that's the object, is to get there, and eventually you'll be able to get even further
If you're Victoria.
if you're Victoria, or Kinga can do it pretty well. Hips forward. Just get the use. Go into this position and just get the feel of going back and stretching these muscles here in the front of the leg. Just get used to that feeling. Okay. You're in a partial flex position. They get relieved when you go into an extended position like this. Okay, so with the extension one, we do also have a shortening in the quadriceps muscles taking place over a period of time when you do nothing but sit and stand. So therefore what we're doing here is lengthening these muscles, because when they become shortened, they rotate the pelvis forward, and that rotation forward causes an increased pressure on your low back, increased curvature to your low back. So you want to relieve that pressure on your low back. You have to lengthen these muscles, allow the pelvis to return to its normal position. So therefore we can do that by practicing this a few minutes a day, okay? So the object isn't to try and get your head to the floor, although that is a good thing to aim to. The object is to just get the lengthening happening. And so you can go back to the back of a chair, or I showed everyone yesterday how they can go back to, first of all, the back of a chair. I'll demonstrate it with Yvonne here. If the back of the chair is about there, that's as far as she goes for a start, if she's wanting to start lengthening these muscles. Then she does that for a couple of weeks. Then she switches around to the arm of the chair, right, the arm of the chair is out there. And then you come up and do that for a couple of weeks, okay? And once you've done that for a couple of weeks and got your body used to that, then you turn the chair around and go to the seat of the chair, okay? Grading your exercises as you go along. So there's always more that you can attain. And once you can get to the seat of the chair, you take the cushion of the chair away and go to the base of the chair, about that level. Okay? And then you'll be able to eventually get to the floor.
Wow, really?
If you have a spotter, they'll help you if you're not confident enough to go right back. But push your hips up. You've got to come up from the hips. And that's really tough. That's it. She did it. Great.
Wow.
Okay? So that's the idea of this exercise. I'm only here at Woodstock for 4 or 5 days, and then the festival's finished. So the important thing is to just learn how proper method of utilizing these exercises, not to try and do as many as you should to try and get super fit all in 1 week. It won't happen. You've got to take into account the length of time that you haven't done these exercises, that you haven't performed them. So therefore, you've got to allow your body the time to build up the elasticity and to build up the strength in the joints to allow you to do them. And that often will take time. It'll take 2 to 3 months, maybe 4 months. But keep it up and you'll get there. I've seen remarkable changes in a lot of people since I've even been coming here, you know, with different people that are come to my classes right from the start that couldn't even do a handstand, and they waddled into the exercise class like that, and now 2 or 3 years later they're up doing a handstand, you know. It's fantastic. So it's good to get that progression happening. So that's an extension exercise, and the next one, therefore, which way should it be? It should be forward,
right.
Okay? Because we offset one exercise with the other, because that promotes the squeezing effect into the joints. So the next exercise can be the handstand, because
Oh.
we're going into the handstand, and we can do that up against the wall here, because you always start up against the wall to do a handstand. And those of you that are not particularly comfortable without getting up, without some assistance, don't try it by yourself unless you've had some assistance, because you can go right forward and twist yourself as you come down. So you've got to be making sure that your fundamentals of the exercise are right. You've got to have your elbows locked, and don't try and do it on strength alone, because once you get up there you might find that you can't support yourself if your elbows aren't locked. So I'm just going to run through it now with those people that aren't comfortable doing the handstand by themselves. If you feel a little uncomfortable not doing it, don't attempt it without some assistance. I've got Alex here, my assistant. He can help out as well, but I'd like those ones that can do the handstand, like Kinga, and I don't know who that other person is.
I can only do it on my elbows. How come?
Laurie, huh?
I can only do it on my elbows. My wrists aren't strong enough or something?
Well,
I don't
we'll
know.
have to develop the strength. It'll take time. Yeah.
How do you
Should be able
start?
to do it. Doing a headstand like the fellow last night on the stage, holding
Yeah.
like that, that's good to get the body inverted, but it's still not as good as a complete handstand where you've got an arch into your spine, like when you're up into the handstand, your normal spinal curves are reversed, and you've just got a big C-shaped curve in your spine when you do the handstand, okay? And left leg down. So see how my spine was shaped like a C?
Yeah.
When you're normally standing, your spine is shaped like an S. Your head's off angle that way, and then there's a curve in the upper back that way, and then it curves inwards in the lower back, so it's like an S shape. When you're doing the handstand, it's taking pressure off those areas of the vertebral joints that are continually being stressed throughout your daily activities. So it's putting stress on new areas of the joint, and that's the important thing. Put the stress on the new areas and load the stress on the areas that are being loaded all the time. Okay, we'll run through now, starting with Victoria.
Oh God. Who wants to hold this here? It's still rolling. You just have to
Those
hold
of
it.
you that are quite comfortable getting up and doing a handstand, I'd like you to do half a dozen and hold it for 10. Those of you like Kinga and Victoria over there, that'd be good. Okay, when you haven't done a handstand before, do it with someone that can assist you. Okay, I'll show you how to get started. Put your hands about 2 feet from the wall, Vicky, and just get the feel of rocking into you, putting the weight on your hands like that, okay? Yeah, just like that. And keep your head back. Your head's got to go back. The head's got to be watching the floor as you kick up. So in other words, don't put your head right down like that. Otherwise, you'll want to keep on going. Okay? Bring this leg back a little further.
Back?
Back a little further, so you've got more weight on your hands. Put your hands a little bit like that. Right, put your butt up in the air if you can. That's it. Your butt up in the air, and you get that rocking motion, and you'll kick up with that leg. I'm going to catch you, okay? Lock your arms. Yeah, lock your arms. That's it. That's it. Up. There we go. And she's touching the wall, and you've got that C shape in your curve. Head back. There we go.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, she said. That leg comes down first. That leg first, down.
Oh my God.
There.
Thank you.
Yeah. See, that was good. And you're only 38 or 40, aren't you?
I'm 45.
Well, so doing the handstand for the first time is no problem.
I felt so afraid to even put like that whole motion of getting from here to
yeah.
there. It was freaky.
It's quite a big deal.
You
Charles, you can try it next.
I'll just hold it.
Charles.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow, that was empowering.
Good.
Somebody needs assistance, I can help also.
Yeah, someone needs assistance.
How many times should I try that a day?
The more time, probably the better. Because you've not done it for so many years, whereas your body's been crying out for this form of exercise. You're forming new neurological pathways in the brain by doing this exercise.
My whole entire arm
Really
feels
good.
different.
Right,
Just by doing that once. I should do it now, right?
Right, what's happening?
No, I'm sure straight is okay too, but
Anyone want assistance? Come on.
After a few days you can
Go like
do it.
this?
yeah.
This? Wait.
Yes, he's almost an expert. I can't quite pronounce his name.
Gilad.
So you should
Ad.
never, Robert, you should never
It's
do it
Israeli.
straight. You should always do a little
Yeah,
curve.
curve, yeah.
Oh my God, I already feel it here, and I just did it once on my arm.
Twice.
Twice. I did it twice. But I got assisted.
Did you know that walking on your hands uses up... Shall I show you briefly?
That's what I want to do.
Walking on your hands uses up 33 times more oxygen than walking on your feet, okay?
I tried, but I failed.
Jesus Christ.
Get the feel of the balance first. And then walking is only a progression falling forward, actually. As you're sort of falling, you're starting to walk. But you've got to learn how to do a handstand up against the wall before you get into doing the
No kidding.
walking.
Unbelievable.
Your hands are like that.
We could put you in the circus later. It's unbelievable. How old are you, Robert?
71.
Unbelievable. The world. Unbelievable. Good job.
Don't clap it. It's crap.
That's crap.
That's an American thing.
I want to be Australian.
But
I want to be tough like an Australian.
you can. It'll happen.
Very nice.
I didn't learn how to do a handstand until I was 30 years old. I'd been totally toxic beforehand with arthritis and everything. You know?
Did you fail
Next
at
year
it?
I'm going to do that too. I'm going to walk on my hands next year.
Did anybody assist you?
Yes, I had to have assistance for a start. I didn't know exactly what to do. So it's a progression. When you're ready for it, the teacher will arise.
Well,
Yeah, it'll arise.
That's what happened to me now.
That's what we've been talking about today, is the gradual progression that you can attain as you get further and further along. Now, we're all going to move inside, and I'm going to show you what you can do with a fully extended, fully inverted exercise and how you can incorporate that down the track. But don't necessarily feel that you've got to learn how to hang upside down straight away or put your body in that position. Learn how to do these floor exercises first, and learn how to do a handstand up against the wall. And that'll allow you to progress to the stage where you can swing up and hook into the wall.
And should it always be curved, or do you think that straight is fine as well?
The straight is good for a gymnastic competitor because they've got to have proper form when they're doing and their form is judged by a judge. But your form here doing a handstand is judged by your individual profile, your individual body. And if your body has been stressed in that way all day, you've got to stress it, getting the arch back into the back. And that's why the handstand is good, because it allows you to get that C-shaped curve into your back, okay? Great.
what do you
Let's
think
all
about
go.
inversion tables?
He loves them.
And you just buy that thing in the gym, you know, that big rolling thing in the gym. Just roll.
We invented the. Love him. I'm so glad I came here.
I'm so glad I came here.
Through, like that, okay?
How do you do this at home?
You find a railing or a fence. See that
Yeah.
fence? You could even grab the
Okay.
wire and that and do that kind of thing.
But then you'd have to be up above.
A little bit up above by putting a bar down there to kneel on.
You have to take off your shoes?
Putting a block of wood to kneel on.
You need to.
Excellent. Okay. Just to loosen up the shoulders. That's it. Head back. Yeah, you'll be able to do it. Okay. Moving on through.
Sorry.
Yeah. Alex, where's Alex? Oh, he's still outside. Try and get your arm straight there. Oh yeah, that opens up the chest wall. It's opening up the sternal.
I'm so glad I came, thank you.
Muscles.
Oh my God, so much better than what I needed at yoga. I just like was last minute. Kinga said she was going, and I was like, is it really good? And I'm gonna go. I mean, I asked Fortune if it was an exercise class too, because I wanted to get something. She said yes.
Excellent.
So how do you go up?
You got to hold on to the railing.
So when you go down, you're
Try one more. Oh yeah, stretch those shoulders. That's tough. That's one you think you're going to do that. So at home, yeah. Once you lose a few kilos, your inherent strength is there. I'm not being facetious in saying that. I don't mean to.
I agree. You have to do it, yeah.
That's it. Excellent.
He's so cute. Oi, he's so cute. I can't. I love him.
Ideal for the spine. Alex? If you could start putting boots on the person that's going to hang next to you, do the hanging exercise next. Those boots are in that little cubby hole.
Who's next for the upside down knee? Yeah, you have 2 boots.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay! We're not allowed to clap. We're not allowed to clap. We're American.
But it's over. Are you guys still
How is my battery low?
No, Vicky's just filming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they started late?
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Charles, do you have the boots on?
More and more flexible.
Yeah, I gotta practice every day.
Hey, Alex, where's the bar?
Doing more yoga, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Synovial fluid in the joints promoted and the blood circulation promoted adequately. So this is actually helping to, you see the disc space in the spine does not have blood supply at all. And that's why, as you get older, the discs start to get thinner because they don't get adequate nutrition. By promoting the weight off the joints, you're promoting the inflow of nutritive fluid into the disc space. And you can do that by the fully inverted position. You can do some exercises upside down, such as a sit-up where you grab behind your knees and pull yourself up as high as you can. And let yourself all the way down and repeat the exercise. Pull yourself up, grab behind your knees and get that little extra further. Okay? That's an inverted sit-up. It's 5 times harder than a normal sit-up on your when you're doing it. He's done 2 and he's already thinking, wow, can I do another one? I think you can. Yeah, there you go, Charles. Excellent.
Yay.
Really good. If you've got an assistant, you can give them a rest by giving them a stretch this way. Just relax. Stretching the spine fully, letting your pelvis relax a bit, Charles. That's right. Really good.
Looks like an ice skating act.
We can go the opposite way. We should each make sure you do go the opposite way when you're doing an exercise with a partner. That feels good in the shoulders, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Really good. Okay. Hands behind the head. Rotate the body now. The weight off the joints. Rotation.
I must have this video. If this doesn't turn out right, I need...
Hands beside your legs. Reaching up as high as you can, one side.
Genius.
Like that. This is going to squeeze the lateral abdominal muscles. It will keep your waist nice and slim. That's it. And okay, relax. The one last one I'm going to get you to do is an inverted squat where you're bending your knees this time and you're grabbing in front of your knees. Grabbing there with your hands. Bending your knees up. It's tough. This is the toughest exercise. So the object is to get the bottom up to your heels. Eventually. Okay, let it down. Just try one more.
In case anybody has you in this position, you need to get out of it, like Houdini or something.
You need to get out of it. You have a rope hanging here that you can climb up on the rope.
In case you're ever in a movie like Mission Impossible.
That's it. See? That's the way to get off.
Wow. Jesus. That is hard.